Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to another episode of Sajan Block on Madness. Um, I'm your host, Jonathan McGain. I played Hunter and Hey Hunter in Sajan Block. So tonight we're going to talk about season 4A, episode 16, Mental Monday, and season 8, and then we're going to fast forward to season 8, episode 17. Marvelous Monday. So here we go. So let's begin. So let's talk about season 4A, episode 16, Mental Monday. So today is Monday. It's a little bit of a crazy day. It will be a crazy day. So in this episode, it's a little bit different than the last. And in the last couple episodes before this, in season 4A, Hunter's actually at home for a while, and it will be for a while, and we'll get into that in future Marathon Madness. That'll be a whole season, probably, period of time, where Hunter is on, there's this big sickness going around, and they're on a lockdown, they're at home, which we'll get to. You probably know what I'm talking about. But they're at home, and they're doing online learning, they're doing e-learning, and they're at home. And this Monday, um, and moving forward, Warhead is on hiatus at this point because they're unable to meet in person. So there's no more pyramid for the time being because the Warhead is kind of on pause. So, um, but he's at home, and today is one of the earning days. He But first, he eats breakfast at home, and I think like cereal or something, a basic breakfast. So he does that. He gets ready for the day, and then he starts his learning assignments. He starts with English because that's the easiest. He gets the easy stuff done first, um, and then later on he gets the rest of it. It's probably that probably doesn't make sense to most people, but it made sense to Hunter. But he starts with English, so he gets his English assignments done online, and he's really missing his people back home. Being back at school is this kind of a hard time, emotional time, and for all of us, we all during the lockdown, it was just a mess for all of us. For me personally, on cam, off cam, it was just a mess for everybody. But anyway, um, and then after he gets English done, then he does science next. So he does science next. Then after science, he takes a break. He just watches some TikTok. He hangs out, and um, then he does actually. Um, and then he does his choir online assignment. They just watch a video about music skills, and and mom helps him out with choir assignments because they're a little bit challenging, but he gets through it with his mom, and he gets that done. And then he has a lunch break. He eats lunch. Well, um, they actually go to a park and pick up meals for the week. That's something that he does with Mom and Luke. And then Hunter, Mom, and Luke eat lunch. I believe that's what happens. And then after lunch, he gets on the phone or on a Zoom call. We all been there with Erica. And him and Erica work on the math homework for the day. And it's just a mental Monday, it's a breakdown, it's a crash out, it's just crazy. Like math always is, but especially now that it's on a phone call, which is a little bit more difficult. So it's just a mental Monday, it's just a little bit crazy. Oh my gosh. So it's Willie for Will, mental Monday. He's doing mental math, but he's also having a mental breakdown. At the same time, we all been there. Versus Willie, he acts in person, more. I mean, he earns better that way. So, and some of us are like that. We just have an easier time in person than over the phone. But he gets through it. Erica helps him through it. It's okay. He gets it done, and then he does a meeting, I believe, next. Um, and then he takes a break, and then he does geography, which instead of civics, which I'll have to discuss. That's second semester, so which I'll get into in the future. But he does that, and then he takes a break. He does his little ritual. He does that every day now. But anyway, at home, and that's it. So he goes. He slaves the rest of the day away. So there's that. So let's go backwards. Let's go forward a little bit to now we're in 11th grade now again. Let's talk about season 8, episode 17, Marvelous Monday. So here we go. So we had a mental Monday where it was just kind of a wild, crazy mental breakdown day. Monday, uh, manic Monday. And then now we're going to talk about Marvelous Monday. So he's gonna have a marvelous day now. So he gets to school, he gets breakfast, he heads to Hartman. It's early childhood education day with Miss Higgins, a wonderful teacher, wonderful woman, uh, off camera, on camera, and um, we still chat and chit chat every once in a while. But anyway, um, where was I? Oh, so he goes to early childhood. And basically Monday in early childhood, they prepare for the preschool days, which is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So Monday they do their lesson planning. They prepare for the this week's lessons that they're going to teach and activities they're going to do with the kids. So Monday is really a prep day for the preschool week ahead, preschool days ahead. So Hunter prepares his lesson plans. Prepares the weekly calendar. He prepares for what he needs to teach and what he needs to do. Whatever materials he'll need, he prepares that. Whatever books there, if he's a book person, I don't know if it is, but he prepares what books they're going to do for literature. So whatever his job is at preschool, each of the student, the teachers, lesson plan, they all have their own lessons, they have their own responsibilities. So Hunter, whatever his responsibility is for the week, he gets prepared for that. So Monday is just a preparation. So they just the first half of it is just typing, preparing, all of it. And then they take their break, they do that, and then the second half they finish their lesson plans and then they gather the materials and everything they need for class or for assignments that they're going to give their the preschoolers for the week. So like the coloring page, all of it. So what preschoolers love doing and what they need to do. But anyway, um, so they prepare all the tools, the materials, and that are needed, and that's the second half, and then that's it. So he goes, leaves Heartland, gets to the school, he does the advisory slash study hall, and then he goes to lunch. Um, and this is a Monday, so he does the pyramid before school. I forgot to mention that. So in the morning, he does the pyramid, and then at lunch he has a barhead meeting. He shows the members the pyramid, and then he just eats lunch. They chit chat, they have fun, they have a good time, and then they go to science with Mr. Mindock, and uh, Mr. Miller, the student teacher, is doing a lesson, and that's basically it. And then they go to Algebra 2 with Mr. Stevens. It's kind of stressful, but he gets through it. Then Resource with Miss Oswald. He works on the Algebra 2 assignment for the day with Miss Oswald. Gets it done, and then he goes to U.S. history, does that. Boom, the day is done, and he goes home and is a savage and uh, for the rest of the night. And that's it. So thank you for watching tonight's episode of Nostalgia on Block Marathon Madness. See you tomorrow night, Tuesday night, for another episode of Nostalgia on Block Marathon Madness. Have a great evening, and may God bless and protect each and every one of you, and have a good one. Bye.